Here with Concordia head football coach Patrick Daberkow at the conclusion of Spring Ball 2018. This is your second spring as the head football coach. What would you say maybe is the biggest difference between this spring compared to last year?
Wow, there's a lot of things that are different. Namely, we got a lot of new faces. A lot of the guys who made a lot of plays last year are not here anymore, and so we saw a lot of fresh faces making plays tonight, and it was good to see. A lot of guys made some significant improvements, some good leaps over the off-season with the strength and conditioning program being what it is, and so that was good.
Talking to Vince Beasley over there, he was hoping, I think, for a few more snaps tonight. You had a few guys who you sat down a little bit more. What did you want to get accomplished with seeing some different guys offensively?
Well, I mean, Vince has only had 2 practices now, tonight being his second practice. So he came back from a wrist injury. He's been out all off season, and so that kind of stunted things a little bit for us. We got a tackle that we think could be a starter for us. Student teaching right now in St. Louis. He'll be back. Brady Cook. And Robert Ferguson had some injuries, and we also had some injuries on the defensive side of the ball, getting guys back. It's really been, kind of a challenge from that standpoint of getting everybody to gel together. But at the same time, spring ball is about getting reps, and we got to see a lot of things from a lot of the young guys, and so that was good.
And Ryan Durden was another one of those guys who sat out most of tonight. But I know you want to develop depth at that position because Ryan got most of the carries last year.
Yeah.
What are you seeing there? I know Peyton Kidder and A.J. Simba got a lot of time tonight.
A.G. and Peyton have really showed a lot this spring. I was very impressed with what they've done and how they've grown. I really feel like we got a good group of running backs, and I feel very confident moving in with that position group next fall.
Anything more you can add to what's going on with the quarterback situation? Looked like all 3 got a lot of time tonight.
Yep. Yeah. I don't think we have a starter right now. I think we'll have to watch film, and we're putting some things on them as far as letting them make some decisions here and there. We'll kind of continue that battle into the fall and see who emerges. But yeah, we don't have anybody named yet for that position.
Well, like you said, some new faces, some injuries maybe on offense right now.
Yeah.
Is it fair to say defensively maybe you're a little bit ahead based on what
I hope so. I hope we're ahead on defense and not that far behind on offense. I mean, it's a little bit one-sided tonight. Defensively, I really love what we're doing. We're flying to the football. A guy who's had an incredible spring is Darius McVeigh. He's had a heck of a spring. He'll come into a role next fall. He'll be a playmaker for us. Guys like Nate Gilmore, Terrell Pearson. I was really impressed with our open field tackling tonight. We had some really good open field tackles. Zach Walter had one right on the near sideline, and then we had some other good open field tackles as well. So it was good to see the defense flying around and making plays in the open field.
How much different is the spring compared to the fall when you come back in August?
Well, some of what we're doing in the spring is experimental. If you're going to try some new things, spring's the time to do it. Fall, we're getting ready for a week 1 opponent, and so I think it's significantly different. But man, it's so vital because we really workshopped a lot of stuff. We'll go into meetings next week as a staff and kind of say, okay, this is what we like, this is what we don't like, and we'll kind of formulate the playbook and move forward from there.
Last thing, should mention something about Brady FitzKey, a Seward High alum, and he's playing a lot in the slot, and looks like he's going to be a lot bigger factor offensively this year.
Yeah, he's kind of our Swiss Army knife right now. We'll line him up at tight end, and we'll use him as a lead blocker on some plays out of the backfield, and then we'll throw him at slot receiver. He's a good blocker. We do a lot of stuff with him, and we have other guys like that too that we feel really good about their development this spring. So.